Hi everyone, Happy New Year! I hope this year makes us so much more inspired than we were last year to make great creative journals. That's my wish for me, and that's my wish for you too. So what we're going to do today, this is my first video of 2024. I'm just about here for 1 year, so it's almost my anniversary. And I just want to thank everybody who subscribed and who views my videos and all your lovely comments. It's really made a change in my life, and I hope that I have brought some joy to yours. Anyway, what we're going to do today is I bought this Dollar Tree daily planner, and it's a small book. Of course, cost $1.25. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it into a decorated one. So we're just going to alter it by adding pockets and pages and things like that, and trims. So what I thought I would do is tell you a little bit about my process to see if it makes it a little bit easier for you. And this does not mean this is the only way to do it. It just means it's my process. So the first thing I do is I see what the book is, and I go through and I decide where I want to put things. And it depends on the book for me to decide. So first of all, of course, I'm going to cover the outside. And then on the inside, I'm going to add pockets here in the front. And then I go through and I see where there's pages that I can actually put more pockets and pages without taking away from the book. Now, I did one of these last year in January. So if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link below so you can see it. It turned out really pretty, and I ended up doing that as a giveaway and gifted it to Tracy. I gave it to Tracy. All right, so then what I do, so I go through and I find out where pages are. So in this particular book, the fronts and the backs are the perfect opportunity. And then since this is a page, I want to put a pocket here too. And then this one, I noticed there was a thing for a bunch of notes, so I want to put a pocket here, or it could be on this side. No, yeah, I think it's going to be on. It's going to one of those sides or both sides. And then here it starts with addresses and phone numbers. Isn't that so funny? I know that people use their phones for everything, and you don't even remember half the numbers that you call anymore. But I do remember a time when we all had little phone books to write down everybody's phone number, and we actually memorized everybody's phone number. It's crazy, but today I'm guilty as everybody else of not even trying. Okay, so that's how I get my sections. And if you notice these paper clips that I'm using, these are a freebie that I have on my YouTube channel. And I'll put a link for that too in case you missed it. It's a freebie for all the digital to make all these little paper clips. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way now. And I want to show you the papers that I have selected. And then I'll show you some of the ones that I've made through the years. I guess I've been doing journals for, this is going into my 5th year now. So I started making them in my 2nd year, and every year I just keep making more and more. Of course, I give them away as gifts too, so that's a great idea. Okay, so this is going to be my cover. Of course, if you've been with me anytime at all, you know that I love pink and blue. I think I can go in just a little bit more. And this has got a little bit of a tealy color to it. And then on the front pockets, I'm going to do pink. And I printed this on cardstock. I printed the cover on 32-pound paper. I like that paper. I use that in all my journals because it's thicker, it takes the color better, and I just feel like it gives it a richer feel than just plain copy paper. And this is going to be some decorating that I'm going to do. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is going to be some of my pockets. You know, I just went through and through my stash and just picked out colors. It's pink and blue. And then I added some green because, you know, we've got leaves on the flowers. And then some gingham. Here's some butterflies I'll cut out so I can embellish. And then these are going to be some of the images that I put on the pockets. And here's some more. I do them like this so I don't waste the whole sheet of paper when I only need a few. And you know, when you print out wallets, you print out 9. So I'll do 3 on this end, and then if I have to go to another folder, because these were in my women's folder and this is in my flowers folder, so then I'll flip the page over and just do 3 on that side. So that's a little tip for you. Now these are going to be the journal cards that I put in, and these are going to be some of the journal cards I put in. I always print more than I'm going to need. And then in the back of the book I'm going to do this to make pockets. So that's where I'm going on this one. Let me go ahead and show you and move this out of the way someplace. Since Christmas, I've got things stacked up. I need to do some organizing. So, okay, so here's one I wanted to share with you. Let's see if I can go in a little bit closer. I think that's about all I can do. Okay, so all of this is fussy cut, and I covered it with paper. Then I put lace on the edge, and then to decorate it, I put a photo of a picture that I like, and then I added these fussy cuts. So there's butterflies, flowers, and of course if you realize by now I like birds, butterflies, and flowers. That's pretty much what you're going to see in everything I do. Okay, and this one says do what you love and nature fills the soul with wonder. And then I use seam binding to close it. And then so here we go. Let me set it down. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about by adding pockets. So this is a pocket here, and I did cover the inside and then added a pocket, and this is all fussy cut. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 tags right there so that I can take those out and write on them if I want to. And then this is all fussy cutted too. And then there's 1, 2, 3 tags right there. And then I used rayon seam binding and some little appliques. So this right here is going to be a pocket, and then you add a journal card, and then here's another side. This is all fussy cut too. And see how I just found a place, and then what you do is you get a piece of paper and you put your cardstock on each side and just glue it at the edges, and that creates your pocket. Okay, so then when I divided this one up, that's a bookmark that I put in here. Here's another pocket. And see how this one doesn't have a double facing, because that would lose those days in December if I had done that. And there's a journal card. Put some tabs in here too, just for like when it transitions from the daily. Trying to get that back in there. Okay, daily. This is the second little journal card. I wanted to pull that out and see that. I actually haven't looked at this today, so I'm getting to see it with you too. So anyway, what I was saying is this transitions over to the addresses and phone numbers. And as you can see, I did not add any of that. I have a phone book in my desk where I have all that written down. And then the next section is right before the back. So we've got a pocket here. And this is all fussy cut, and I use cardstock, and it's 110, and I get it at 110 pounds, and I get it at Walmart. And I use an inkjet printer, and then here's a pocket, and then here's a pocket going across, and then of course all of this is not fussy cutted, but the little bird and the words are. And then all of this is fussy cutted. And then I just put in, and what I put in mine are things that make me smile. And that's what you gotta pick out for you, things that make you smile. So I've got a bird, a flower, and a tag, and then here's another couple of tags. And then that's the back of that one. So they're real fun, and they don't take that long to make. And it's just, you know, you think of one idea and then you come up with another idea. Okay, so here's another one. This says, good things take time. I'm pretty sure this was the first year I did it. And it says create. And then on the back, I've got some fussy cutted flowers, and it says, actually you can. That was the, I think, no, this was not the first one I did. This was the first one I did when I started no, that's not true either. Okay, I'm getting a little bit confused. This is the first one I did when I started my digitals, because I was giving myself inspiration. Okay, so this has a little bit of netting on it too, and of course it's got the lace and lace down here and some trim right there. Get in the middle so you can see real good. So the formula is pretty much the same. I cover the pages and I put pockets, and then I fill them with things that make me happy. And this is fussy cut and this is fussy cut, but this is printed. And as you can see, I've got little birds, and I will do that in this one too, because that's what makes me happy. And then here's a pocket, and it's got a journal card in it. This is just a print of one of my digitals, and then this is fussy cutted on top of it. So you can layer your digitals. Okay, so this one doesn't have that many compartments. Guess I got more creative as I went along. So here's a little flower that I used for a tab, and that was that. Look, this one says password log. I do have a book where I wrote down my passwords, because some days I have to take a look at it if I go to a site that I haven't been to in a while. All right, and then here's another little flower tab, and here's a flower tab, and then here's a pocket, and it's got a journal card in it. I try to make a lot of places for me to write, and I don't just write about what I'm doing. I will write about if I sell things or the comments that I get. If I go see my daughter, if we have birthdays, I write all that down. So it's kind of like a mini journal. Okay, and then this is the back. And of course we've got two pockets. This one I cut out a bird for the pocket. And then this is all fussy cutted on top of that pocket. Here's a little heart. And then this has got some trim and some little ball trim. Okay, so I've got one more to show you. This one was when I couldn't find those small ones. And of course I get all of these at Dollar Tree. I don't want to spend a lot of money on them because I just don't want to, I guess. All right, let me see if I can do this. There we go. And it says, take time to make your soul happy. And this is an altered paper clip, the little butterfly. This is one of my digitals. Vintage yellow, no, splendid yellow. And then this is the back. This is the print that I have picked out to decorate so much of my filming space right here. I love yellow because it's very uplifting to me, and I love flowers and well, you know, birds and butterflies too. But I chose that to keep me inspired and keep me uplifted. And so this is a little bit bigger so you can see it a little bit better. I don't think I need to go out. I think you can see it. So the same process. You just cover your pages with paper and then decorate them any way you want to. I did fussy cuts here. And this is an image that I made, and I actually have this framed in my bathroom. I just like little pops of words that keep me inspired and keep me going. And this says trust your instincts. And this is like mama cat and a baby cat. That just makes me think of my daughter and me. I do have a son too, but they got pink bows, so it brings her to mind. And here's a pocket. Now, as you can see here, I did not put the cardstock on this side too, because it had the 22 and 23 calendars in case I needed them. So it does create a pocket. It's just a little bit more fragile because you don't have that second cardstock there. And this one I only did the fronts and the backs. I did not go on the insides at all. I just saved that for writing. Well, that's just a pocket right there. And then here's a pocket, and this is all fussy cuts. It says no guts, no story. And then of course it's got some tags in it. Okay, so that, and this one closes by wrapping around with seam binding. Well, that's it for this. Now I just want to tell you one other thing in case you haven't figured it out. When you look at these and you're looking at things that you want to buy to use for books, you see how you can see down inside there? That shows you that that is not glued to that spine, and you'll be able to get that out very easily. Now when we put this all back together again, I'm going to glue it into the spine, because I'm not going to put it back exactly the same way it was. I'm going to cut right here to make that come out, and I'm going to cut right here, and that's just going to take this out. And then I'm going to cover the outside. I'll put it across this way and fold it in, and then I will cover with my cardstock on the inside. And I will use one piece, if I can, to go clear across, so I won't have this little fold right here. It will actually fold, and I'll probably put something there if I need to, like lace or something. And then if I can't do it that way, I'll put a piece here and I'll put a piece here of cardstock, and then I actually will put lace right there to cover up the seam. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to actually do the decorating on camera because it does take me a little while. And when I say that, it's probably going to take me 4 or 5 hours to get this done. But I will come back and I'll show you what I did in the next video. Okay, well, thanks so much for joining me today. See you next time. Bye-bye.